The game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Neto. Palmer. Caicedo. And the finish!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Palmer. Foot in. Diogo Dalot. And it's Menu. James gets rid without sophistication. Ugarte. Not the most accurate pass. Garnacho. Palmer. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško! Martinez. Much that this was in the script. Colwill. Caicedo. Chalobah. Fernandes. Colwill. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. It'll be a throw-in. Menu hurtling down that right flank. Menu. And a chance! Hits off target. Fernandes. Chalobah. Palmer. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Lovely ball. He's having a shot! And the ball's come loose here.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And it's Shaw. Palmer forwards and with intent. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Shaw. Shaw played over towards the opposite flank. And can he finish it? A real chance. Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Clearly not happy with that. Fernandez. Luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's a mighty effort! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cucurella. Oh, what a Garnacho. Cucurella. Nice looking ball. Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
De Ligt. Martinez. Lisandro Martinez. Shifted upfield. Played out to the right. That pass has been well intercepted. Fernandez. João Pedro. And that is a little undercooked. Šeško. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Palmer. Succumbs to the pressure. Palmer really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He's got away. He's had a shot! Tried to... Palmer. Chalobah. Aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Ugarte. Menu gently done. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Caicedo. Fernandez. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Great ball if he can get there. Matheus Cunha. Fernandez looking for a runner. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Played towards the other side. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. Oh, easy pickings there. Menu. And it's Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Cucurella. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Shaw. Martinez. Diogo Dalot. And it's played forward. Chalobah makes the interception. Palmer. Fernandez played out to the left flank. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Diogo Dalot. And that's really well manoeuvred. Palmer. Fernandez.
Yeah. Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Matheus Cunha. Aim forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Fernandez. João Pedro. Colwill. Moved on forwards. Cucurella is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
De Ligt. De Ligt, gently done. Fernandez. Long ball looking to counter. And it's Fernandez. Fernandez. Can he finish? Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
That is a great pick out. So what can they make of this? Garnacho forwards and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Caicedo with a definite foul there. No, it's come to nothing. Pedro Neto. James. And that is out of play. Very nicely done. And it's Fernandez. Ugarte. Over to the left. Picks it up out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandez. Palmer. Fernandez. James. And here's Neto. Oh, what a tense shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
João Pedro brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Shaw, aim forwards. He has found the way through. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Pedro Neto! Gets it away. Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And it's Palmer. Fernandez. He can get that clear. That's the throw. Fernandez. And that's really well manoeuvred. James. James crosses. And get the ball rolling in the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. And it's Dallo. Menu. A searching ball out wide. And it's played in. Up he goes! Chalobah shifted upfield. Pedro Neto. Martinez. Shaw. De Ligt. Moved on forwards. And that has found him in acres of space. Diogo Dallo. Oh, that's nice. Might be danger here. Can he finish? And it's played forward. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Menu. Martinez. And he goes cross-field. Diogo Dallo. Nice physical challenge. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Matheus Cunha. Shot a goal! Good try. Fernandez. Caicedo has found the net here, of course. Fernandez. Well timed, excellent interception. Shaw. Diogo Dallo. Bruno Fernandes! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Palmer, who's set up one goal so far. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bruno Fernandes proves too strong. Chalobah. Colwill. Palmer. Caicedo. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Palmer. João Pedro. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's in plenty of space here. Well, that's an excellent interception. A corner it is then. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bruno Fernandes flings in there's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That is lovely. Cucurella crosses it in. Lisandro Martinez is there and he can get that clear. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Shapes to shoot! Shaw. Go into the lead. Caicedo. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Fernandes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. It's a sharp pass. Colwill. Garnacho. Played into space out wide. He's going all the way! Danger averted for now. That's tidy. Produces a cross.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Šeško! Sanchez gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Cucurella. Garnacho. Cucurella. Garnacho. De Ligt. Ugarte. Two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Pedro Neto with the delivery. And that was very necessary. And it's Palmer. Ugarte does really well to win the ball there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's found a way through. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. And that's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot cuts out the pass.
Manchester United are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Manchester United, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Colwill shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Garnacho. Pedro Neto. Oh, well measured. And the whistle's gone. Bayindir sends that a long way. And it's Bruno Fernandes to a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
To Martinez, gently done. Shaw chooses to go cross-field. Diogo Dalot looking to run onto it. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Now it's Garnacho. Great defending, strong and determined. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Chalobah. Colwill shifted upfield. Caicedo aimed forwards. Martinez. De Ligt, driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Matheus Cunha, and it's been played through. Nice interception, well timed. Colwill forwards and with intent. Garnacho. Caicedo. Cucurella. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw looks to the other side. Diogo Dalot. Menu. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking to break at pace. He's shifting through the gears here. Garnacho. Could be danger here. Moved on forwards. There's the shot! And it's played forward. Matheus Cunha. Fernandes. And the counter is on. Out to the right. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Pedro Neto. Well read. And the danger is averted. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Menu. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Great work on the overlap. Chance! Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Šeško. That's really well manoeuvred. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Just 5 minutes left. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Chalobah. Now that's well seen too. Palmer. Palmer played into space. De Ligt. De Ligt shifted upfield. Garnacho. João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he cuts out the supply. Chalobah, aim forwards. James. In by James. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Palmer actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Martinez. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Matches the difference here.
Well, this striker, Benjamin Sesko, is someone I really like the look of, Peter, because everything about him screams target man. But for me, he's much better when the ball's on the deck. It's all about his speed on the counter and the way he cleverly attacks the space behind opposition defences.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Martinez. Diogo Dalot is onto it in a flash. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good spread. Diogo Dalot played into the box. Palmer, aim forwards. Spread out to the left. Now it's Garnacho. He's found a way through. Garnacho, here comes the cross. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Played out to the right. Cucurella does really well to win the ball there. Chalobah. Palmer. Fernandez. Looks to the other side. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Sesko. Out to the right. Great chance! It's fallen kindly here. Chalobah, gently done. Menu. Matheus Cunha. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that's good. Finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Menu. That's a lovely, neat pass. Chalobah makes the interception. Colwell. Cucurella. And it's played forward. Palmer. Caicedo. Palmer. Fernandez. Out to the left it goes. Oh, red. Nice interception. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. And it's Dalot. Oh, nice touch. And he's cut it out.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly... Garnacho! De Ligt. Bruno Fernandes chasing after it. James. Palmer forwards and with intent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. Oh, nicely intercepted. There will be a throw-in. Very nicely done. Pedro Neto with the delivery. And it's Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. James. Shaw. Moved on forwards. Ugarte. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Cucurella shifted upfield. Palmer. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Over to the left. Garnacho. Cross goes in there. Ugarte with the... and the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Fernandes goes short. Can he deliver? Oh, sweet feet. That's an excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Šeško. Shaw. He is just caressing the ball. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Chance for a shot! Šeško. This time surely. Matheus Cunha. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Palmer. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Palmer really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, that's a nice ball. And that was very necessary. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Bayindir trying to keep this in. Menu. De Ligt, gently done. Menu, aim forwards. The message is clear, none shall pass. João Pedro. Garnacho. Aimed in towards the centre. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Palmer. And he shoots! By India, long ball by the goalkeeper. Cucurella. Garnacho. Palmer. He has a look out. Palmer played out to the left flank. Ugarte with a fine tackle. That's been slipped through. Now it's Bruno face to face with the keeper. And he thumps it clear. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Garnacho. Lovely feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Out for a throw. Palmer. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho. Palmer is having a shot! And and it's been taken short. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Fernandes. Palmer. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Lisandro Martinez getting this one clear. Pedro Neto. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Looking for a decent ball in. Shapes to shoot. Has another go. Danger averted for now. Colwell forwards and with intent. Cucurella picks it up now. Manchester United going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Brilliant. And the finish! Fernandes. Colwell. And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Diogo Dalot. Menu. That has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That pass has been well intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez played over towards the opposite flank. Caicedo. Now it's Garnacho. That's tidy. Caicedo. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cleared without complication. Moved on forwards. And he's... Šeško! Good run. Fernandez. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Matheus Cunha. Šeško. Can he get onto this? Matheus Cunha. And he's there to clear it. And that has been clubbed away. De Ligt have it back and can go again. Diogo Dalot. 5 minutes till the break. Hoisted in, climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Gets good distance on it. James, and he goes cross-field. Cucurella. Palmer. João Pedro. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
João Pedro is offering a wry smile there.
Martinez. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's a goal kick. Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Lovely bit of skill. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Menu. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Garnacho. That's an imaginative pass. He can get that clear. Thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Diogo Dalot, gently done. Šeško. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's come loose. Palmer. Pedro Neto. And it's Palmer. Garnacho. Caicedo. Cucurella. Garnacho. Caicedo's cross. Cleared away. Now it's Pedro Neto! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedro Neto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Šeško. Diogo Dalot chips it through. Garnacho. Caicedo. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's James. In by James. Too much distance on that. He is through here. That is good strength. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. James. It's a mighty effort! De Ligt forwards and with intent. Diogo Dalot. Shaw. Šeško. Shaw looking to hit the byline here. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. He's in plenty of space here. João Pedro. James. Played into the middle. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And here's Garnacho. Garnacho puts them all in. Fernandez plays it short. Time to deliver. Fernandez crossed in once more. And it's Caicedo. Out towards the flank. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
And here's Garnacho. And here's Palmer.
Palmer really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Diogo Dalot. Now it's Garnacho. And the counter is on. Garnacho. Plays it through. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. And he has been fouled there. Going for goal! It's a loose ball. Showing good feet. And that's been won straight back. Little doubt. Fernandez. And it's Menu. Big chance! A real chance. James. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. Palmer. And here's Garnacho. He has found the way through. Now it's Garnacho. And it's Shaw. Great run on the overlap here. He's found the way through. Oh, smashing! James. Jim, it looks to me as though both sides are shifting their tactics here, aren't they?
Well, it's attack versus defence now, and it's actually quite abrasive. One side looking to get balls into the box, and the other doing their utmost to repel whatever arrives.
Matheus Cunha! Matheus Cunha! Palmer. Colwell. Palmer. Caicedo. Fernandez. Chalobah shifted upfield. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chalobah. And it's played forward. Caicedo. Šeško. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chooses to go back. Diogo Dalot. Tries a shot! James. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Could go all the way here. Delivered in. And the shot! Decent enough. De Ligt forwards and with intent. Diogo Dalot. Moved on forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Menu. João Pedro. Now that's well seen too. Oh, just skipped. He's one-on-one. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. James. Some good work on the right flank here. James crosses. He's through, now is he in? Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Matches! Palmer. Caicedo. Wins the duel this time. And it's Bruno Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Knocks it out wide. And here's Neto. There's the header! In with the challenge. Maciej Cunha. Shaw does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Played with finesse. And he's there to clear it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Palmer. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chance! That's really well cleared.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. The referee has given a corner.
It's not off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And here's Garnacho. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella goes on a run down the left wing. Plenty waiting in the middle. He'll try to keep this alive.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ugarte. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a good position here. Cucurella, aim forwards.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Garnacho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Diogo Dalot. Now here's the delivery.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, can he get onto this? Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Cucurella. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Palmer. Spread out to the left.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Cucurella. Caicedo. Garnacho. João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Pedro Neto. Oh, that's nice. Fernandes. James. Goes for it. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Palmer. João Pedro. Fernandes. In by James. Nice interception, well timed. Ugarte. Colwell. Caicedo.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Out to the left it goes.
And I really like him for his character as well, something that's not picked up on very much. I see him as a player who always goes about his business with conviction and authority, and a proper leader.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Matheus Cunha. It's a threatening ball. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Turns and goes back. He can get that clear. Cucurella. Colwell. Pedro Neto. Now he's off and running. Matheus Cunha. Out to the right. Lovely, now then, can he finish? He's missed, but not... That has been cut short. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Now he's got space here. Cross goes in there. Climbs up big. And it's played forward. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. That's good play. And it's Cucurella. Could be danger here. And he shoots! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Pedro Neto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Matheus Cunha. Palmer. James. Oh, Red, nice interception. Garnacho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. James. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer. Colwell forwards and with intent. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. Garnacho. Nice physical challenge.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Palmer. Chalobah. Palmer. Caicedo. Chalobah, aim forwards. De Ligt, gently done. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, played out towards the right wing. A header! And the header is... That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. James. Oh, good spread. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer. João Pedro. James. James. Oh, what a climb! And De Ligt shifted upfield. Menu. Šeško. Over to the left. Shaw delivers. And the keeper beats. And the shot! It's a mighty effort! Ferret. Calmly anticipates. And it's Palmer. Garnacho. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Lisandro Martinez, forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedro Neto. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Lisandro Martinez looks to the other side. Diogo Dalot tries making a foray down the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, shooting chance! A real... He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, nice touch. Palmer. Muscular approach does pay off here. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Spread out to the left. Time to deliver. And the cross comes in. Oh, smashing header! Well, that is clear. Martinez. Shaw, gently done. Lisandro Martinez chooses to go cross-field. Manchester United have a free kick. Cucurella gets rid without sophistication. And it's Ugarte. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Ugarte was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Menu front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. Over to the left. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Garnacho. Garnacho is... Diogo Dalot. Menu. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Half an hour played now. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Diogo Dalot. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bit too much weight on the pass. Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto looking to get on the end of this. Nice interception, well timed. Diogo Dalot. And it's lofted through here. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lobbed in behind. And the whistle's gone. Fernandes. João Pedro. Palmer played out to the left flank.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. They're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Lovely feet. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, a delicate chip through. João Pedro. And it's played forward. Oh, he's managed to get himself. By India. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. Diogo Dalot. Manchester United keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Matheus Cunha applies the finish! No, not quite.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
James. João Pedro. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Pinged towards the front line. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Šeško. Diogo Dalot. Five minutes till the break. Caresses it through. Diogo Dalot. Now here's the delivery. Played towards the other side. Garnacho chasing after it. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Šeško. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Colwill gets over and intercepts. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pedro Neto, and that's aimed into the middle. Now it's Maciej Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Chalobah shifted upfield. Colwill. Caicedo. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. And it's James. Pedro Neto. James looking to hit the byline here. Takes a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Colwill cuts out the pass. Caicedo. Shaw. Martinez. Played out to the right. Ugarte. Aim forwards. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, what a pass! Shaw. Menu. Out to the right. Could move up a gear here. Thinks one through. De Ligt cuts it out. Shaw. Shaw played over towards the opposite flank. Menu. De Ligt. Ugarte. Played towards the front line. Šeško. And the assistant referee. Sanchez sends that a long way. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Maciej Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Can he find the finish? And he's heaved it away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tries to dink it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Fernandes plays it short. Delivered in. Pedro Neto. No way through, so back it comes. In by... Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And he cuts out the supply. Caicedo. Oh, super find. Palmer. Palmer! And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Cucurella. Garnacho. And here's Palmer. Caicedo. That's tidy. And here's Palmer. Now it's Garnacho. Palmer. He's got to be in here. Judge, surely. That's really well cleared. Martinez. De Ligt. De Ligt, gently done. Menu. Menu forwards and with intent. Aimed in towards the... Oh, what a climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Oh, it's come loose. Ugarte. Diogo Dalot. That's a lovely, neat pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Palmer. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. João Pedro. Menu. Well timed, excellent interception. Colwill. Caicedo. Garnacho. Cucurella. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes played out towards the right wing. Played in by Dalot. It's a mighty effort. That's a throw. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. And it's Shaw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Šeško
really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played into space. Oh, that's nice. Pedro Neto. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Diogo Dalot. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Matheus Cunha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's Shaw. Fernandes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Garnacho. Cucurella. Cucurella going full tilt down the left. And here's Garnacho. Played into the middle.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Shaw. And he goes cross-field. Diogo Dalot. De Ligt. Menu. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Nicely aimed pass. Šeško. Cucurella. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Colwell, early ball out from the back. De Ligt, shifted upfield. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now then, the ball's come loose. And the counter is on. Pedro Neto looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's a great ball. Oh, look at the space here. Fernandes, aim forwards. And here's the chance to counter. Lisandro Martinez, gently done. Matheus Cunha. Fernandes does really well to win the ball there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Caicedo, that's a delicate pass. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now it's João Pedro. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Shoots!
About how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Menu. Diogo Dalot. He's in plenty of space here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Chalobah attempts a clearance. And it's Menu. It's a throw-in. Diogo Dalot. That's very neat. And here's Menu. Played out to the right. Looking to go deep.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot.
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Menu.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Caicedo, gently done. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end of it.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. Pedro Neto.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Menu. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And he's heaved it away. And it's Dallo. That's going to go a long way. Ball is over the line. Proves too strong.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto providing an outlet on that flank. Gets it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's a cute ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Caicedo.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
I think we're just about done here. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Colwill. Fernandez. It's gone for a throw-in. Diogo Dallo. Šeško. Chance for a shot! Climbs up! Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Real chance! And they've got rid. He is just caressing the ball. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Bruno Fernandes. Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I don't think you can beat Luke Shaw, Peter, when it comes to players coming good. Having suffered just about every setback imaginable, I'm delighted to see him finally fulfil his potential, especially on that attacking front.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Cucurella, Palmer, and here's Garnacho. Oh, such a clever touch. Garnacho, and that's aimed into the middle. De Ligt can get it clear. Nice defending, physical and effective. And it's Cucurella. Cucurella going full tilt down the left. Lisandro Martinez gets good distance on it and claimed it back swiftly. De Ligt. Ugarte. Menu moved on forwards. Shaw. That's a good run down the left. Brilliantly cut out. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. That's a nicely weighted pass. Pedro Neto. Oh, it's played in. Header! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cucurella. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Garnacho tries a cross. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho puts the ball in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Matheus Cunha. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Shaw. Caicedo with a definite foul there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Fernandez. Shaw. He's in plenty of space here. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. And it's hoisted clear. João Pedro. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. So much. Garnacho! Diogo Dalot tries to clear. And it's Palmer. Shot, surely! He can get that clear. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Caicedo in acres of space out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Caicedo. It's a loose ball. Palmer. Aimed in towards the centre.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And it's played forward. And it's Dalot. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha! Matheus Cunha!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
João Pedro. So it is still 0-0. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot forwards and with intent. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Garnacho. Lovely feet. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Time to deliver. Driving forward. Now it's Garnacho. And the ball's come loose here. Menu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Succumbs to the pressure. James. Pedro Neto. That's a little off target. De Ligt. Diogo Dalot. Ugarte. Šeško. Played out to the right. Serves up across. And he's cut it out. Mathias Cunha! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Bruno Fernandes. Tries a measured ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Shaw. Cucurella. Caicedo. Palmer. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho. Now what about this cross?
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves.
Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Mathias Cunha. Shaw. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's got to be a chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Schwalb. And the finish! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Mathias Cunha. Out to the left it goes. Shaw. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Garnacho looking to get on the end of this. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Diogo Dalot. Palmer. Colwell. Palmer. 30 minutes gone. Shaw. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cucurella shifted upfield. João Pedro. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Diogo Dalot does really well to win the ball there. De Ligt. Martinez. Matheus Cunha. Aim forwards. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Colwill. Colwill, gently done. That has been cut short, the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes chooses to go cross-field. Oh, that's nice. So who's he picking out? This looks promising. No way through, so back it comes. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, that probably deserved better. Oh, what a climb! And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Menu. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Cucurella. Ugarte, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Diogo Dalot. Caicedo wins the duel this time. So what can they make of this? Aim forwards. Receives it in a good... Climbs up big! And it's played forward. Matheus Cunha. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Šeško really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
There are a few waiting for it. Pedro Neto, and he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! That's a half... And it's Bruno Fernandes. James cuts out the pass. Palmer forwards and with intent. Garnacho. Palmer. He can run onto that. Garnacho! Big relief. De Ligt shifted upfield. And it's played forward. Diogo Dalot. And it's Menu.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Over to the left. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedro Neto ploughing through the middle. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. James. And here's Neto. That's good play. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
De Ligt, gently done. Palmer. Cucurella. Garnacho. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. That's a good ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Menu. Moved on forwards.
Šeško really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Diogo Dalot. Menu. Diogo Dalot. The ball swung in. Well, that's an excellent interception. Pedro Neto. James. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he's got his range wrong there. United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And it's Cucurella. Garnacho. Palmer. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pedro Neto. Lisandro Martinez with the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. João Pedro. Matias Cunha. Now it's João Pedro. He's had a shot! Gets it away. Garnacho. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Palmer. Into the channel. Can he deliver? And he has been fouled there. Chance for it! And it's Dallo. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Great defending, strong and determined. And the counter is on. Diogo Dallo. Menu.
Manchester United will think that now's the time to shut up shop. Just ensure you see this out without any more incident.
Manchester United have somehow to break through, though. Real chance! Oh, nearly. Fernandes. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Menu proves too strong. Palmer. Caicedo. Chalobah. Now that's well seen too. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. Lisandro Martinez played over towards the opposite flank. João Pedro, and here's Palmer. Palmer tries a shot. Oh, the keeper. De Ligt attempts a clearance. And it's Cucurella. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Menu, aim forwards. Palmer spreads it out wide. Hit into the middle. And the keeper has it. Shaw. Played towards the other side. Diogo Dallo. Diogo Dallo charging forward down that flank. Takes aim and crosses. He's there to get rid. And here's the chance to counter. Caicedo forwards and with intent. That's gone for a throw-in. And it's Palmer. Šeško. Oh, they can break here. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Shot a goal! And he cuts out the supply. João Pedro. Menu concedes a free kick for that. Menu is the guilty party there. Played into the middle. And here comes the corner. Diogo Dallo is there and he can get that clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Out to the left it goes. That is a brilliant interception. It'll be a throw-in. Maciej Cunha. Shaw. Oh, he's found support out wide. Maciej Cunha. Nice physical challenge. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chalobah gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. Shaw. De Ligt. And it's come back to the keeper. Palmer. It's an inviting looking ball, that. 75 minutes played. James played with finesse. Bruno Fernandes looking to add to his goal. And it's Dallo. That is lovely. Caicedo. There will be a throw-in. Menu. Martinez. Menu. Diogo Dallo, who's set up one goal so far. Played in by Dallo. Sanchez claims it without any fuss. Caicedo. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Out towards the flank. Shaw drives forward on the overlap. Shaw. It's a mighty effort! Fernandes. Now it's Pedro. Oh, red, nice interception. Ugarte. De Ligt. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Fernandes. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That's very neat. Caicedo. Has a shot! Oh, should have put that away. Ugarte gets it away. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Palmer. Pedro. James. Showing good feet. And here's Neto. And he's there to clear it. Moved on forwards, calmly anticipates. Shaw, probing pass. Bruno Fernandes. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Garnacho absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Šeško. Out to the right. Diogo Dalot. Oh, it's come loose. The muscular approach does pay off here. Cucurella shifted upfield. Garnacho looking to run onto it. Garnacho tries across. Lisandro Martinez looks to the other side. Garnacho does really well to win the ball there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Shaw is onto it in a flash. And it's Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Palmer. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. De Ligt. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. James. Palmer. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. Fernandes. Palmer. Cucurella. Referee has seen that as a dive.
Enjoy the game with the pressure off. Try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Neto. Palmer. Caicedo. And the finish!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Palmer. Foot in. Diogo Dalot. And it's Menu. James gets rid without sophistication. Ugarte. Not the most accurate pass. Garnacho. Palmer. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Sheshko!